And we have someone great for you because Wellness Wednesday also includes keeping our finances healthy too. I know my husband is watching saying, help her out. And jumping in with us this morning is Timothy Hiller, partner from the law offices of Kenneth Hiller, to talk about how the Fair Credit Reporting Act works in your favor. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to talk about this because a lot of people don't know about this. Let's start with right at the bottom here. What is the Fair Act? Just tell us what it is.
Sure. So I think the simplest way I can put it is that the Fair Credit Reporting Act is the best and most efficient way for consumers to fix errors on their credit report. You know, we're talking about financial wellness.
Yeah.
And nothing affects our financial wellness more than our credit report.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
These days, you know, you're going to get your credit checked if you want an auto loan, home loan, even if you're renting an apartment. 90% of landlords are now pulling some sort of background check, credit report on you. Just
or
to see
a job.
If you're, or a job.
Yeah.
You want a job. Yeah. You know, the credit reporting companies they're everywhere in our life.
Yeah.
And so if you have an error on your credit report, it can have devastating consequences on your life. And the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives consumers a process to fix those errors. But it makes them fix it in a particular way. Yeah. In a particular way. And so it usually starts with disputing the incorrect information. You know, maybe you're a victim of identity theft. You know, that happens all too often in today's world. You know, also, maybe you share a last name with someone else and it's a very common last name. You know, maybe you're Lisa Smith and some other Lisa Smith has all these, you know, judgments against her or a criminal record or something, and somehow you got mixed up with this person. That happens all the time. We see it a lot. The first step is you have to dispute this information to the credit reporting agency. Yeah. Unfortunately,
how does that normally go? That's my question. How does that normally go?
Unfortunately, you know, credit reporting agencies are in the business of selling credit reports to people. They're not in the business of devoting resources to investigating, you know, disputes.
Now, as the average consumer, you don't think that. We think that, you know, they're...
Right, we think, hey, we're going to call it, they're going to devote resources to this, they're going to conduct an investigation, get to the bottom of this with us. Fact is, most of the time, when you send in a dispute, it's an automated response that gets sent out to you, a form letter, or you know, they'll send it, they'll outsource it to foreign countries like the Philippines, or sometimes they'll just simply rubber stamp the information. You know, it's very unreliable, the dispute process. And so the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives you a way to then hold them accountable for that. Yeah,
and you say going at it alone is not recommended at any point. Why do you say that?
I say that because you know, these credit reporting agencies, they have an army of lawyers at their disposal. And when I say holding them accountable, I mean taking them to court, okay? And there's an old saying in the law, you know, any man who has himself for a lawyer has a fool for a lawyer. You know, and that applies to everyone. That applies to me if I try to represent myself.
Well, you saw I looked at everyone out there.
Right. So, you know, every day, and let me just put it this way. Every day I get, you know, the latest Fair Credit Reporting cases delivered to my inbox. And I can't tell you how many cases I see from people who went it alone and they're just getting their cases dismissed on a technicality, or they didn't put in a dispute the right way before they filed their lawsuit. Yeah. Or they just didn't understand what to put in their complaint. Yeah. I mean, they're going up against, you know, top-notch lawyers from the best law firms in the country. Yeah. You need to have someone, you know, who knows the rules, or else you're just going to get steamrolled.
Yeah. Tell everybody how they can reach you.
So you can get in contact with the law office of Kenneth Hiller by calling us at 716-564-3288, or you can go to our website at kennethhiller.com, and we have a lot of information on our website about the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And, you know, I think it's just a great source of information for consumers.
And what's your motto? Anyone that represents themselves?
Any man who has himself for a lawyer has a fool for a lawyer.
There we have it. We just showed you all the information on your screen. Get in touch with them. They have everything you need to know. Stay with us. We'll be right back.